Hi, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about creating a roadmap for life after high school graduation. Graduating from high school may be right around the corner, or perhaps your teen on the autism spectrum has graduated from high school and is now stuck at home with no foreseeable plans for the future. Either way, this video will give you some ideas for how to help your teen create a roadmap for a fulfilling future. Before we begin, I want to tell you a little bit about us. We are Autism Services for Teens and Young Adults. We are licensed occupational therapists trained in neurodevelopment, as well as ways to promote independence through adaptation to the environment or by modifying tasks. We focus on each client's strengths to help them develop self-autonomy and confidence to transition to adulthood. We hope this YouTube channel will educate you on ways to help your teen become more independent, as well as help you find resources to support your teen's journey to adulthood. One more thing. This video is for information and educational purposes only. We are not offering any medical advice. So now, back to the topic of the video. There are many factors involved in becoming an independent adult, such as being able to communicate with others both verbally and in writing, navigating the community, home living, having good health and safety skills, developing leisure skills, taking care of oneself, and being able to socialize with others. Addressing all of these factors at once may seem overwhelming. However, you can help your teen become more independent by working on small areas of daily life at a time. Today, we're going to focus on self-care skills. Self-care skills are essentially daily living activities that allow individuals to take care of their basic needs independently. These include tasks like personal hygiene, bathing, grooming, brushing your teeth, etc., dressing, feeding, toileting, and managing health needs like taking medications. Developing these skills is crucial for fostering independence, confidence, and the ability to manage everyday life effectively. Self-care skills are particularly important for those transitioning into greater independence, such as children, teens, and adults moving towards more self-sufficient living. Teens and young adults on the spectrum may experience difficulty learning independent self-care skills due to their diagnosis. They may not have developed short-term memory skills or the executive functioning skills at this stage to master this critical area of adult life. The good news is that the brain is always growing and making new neuron connections. So as you practice these skills with your teen, their brain will rewire to incorporate independent self-care skills into their daily routine. It may take time and lots of practice, but it'll help your teen become more self-sufficient. Start focusing on one area of self-care skills at a time. Some examples of self-care skills include dressing oneself, hygiene during mealtime, such as using utensils, drinking and eating without spilling, cutting meat and other foods without help, using the restroom without help, bathing daily, including washing one's hair, using a public restroom alone, including closing the door and locking it, checking one's fasteners before leaving the restroom, blowing one's nose with a tissue, getting out of bed in the morning by yourself, checking clothes for tidiness before leaving the house, etc. Once you have picked one or two areas of focus, think about how much help your teen needs at this time. For example, does your teen have a mess around their place at the dinner table? Is there liquid spilled and foods that have fallen off the plate? Do you clean it up or work with your teen to clean up after themselves? So once you've identified the level of help, start building habits for independence. Work alongside your teen to clean up after meal times. Model independent eating habits to avoid a mess at meal times. Or if you want your teen to bathe daily by themselves without reminders, create a habit checklist and have them mark off on the checklist once they've bathed. Also, create a routine for bathing, such as bathing every evening before bed at a certain time. These routines promote independence because they make self-care habits automatic. Your teen will eventually follow the routine without thinking about it. Use a calendar or electronic alerts to remind your teen to bathe during the designated time. Expect to practice the skills many times to promote independence. If you want your teen to use an alarm to get out of bed in the morning, plan on supporting this goal for a while. Practice to build new habits takes time, consistency, and lots of patience. Be consistent and start small. Pick one or two areas and focus on that for a while until your teen is independent. If you want your teen to practice good morning hygiene independently, then you may have to stand nearby and provide guidance for each step of the task. Walk your teen through brushing their teeth, washing their face, combing their hair. Gradually pull away your support as your teen starts to build independence. Eventually, you may just need to provide an occasional reminder. Provide reminders and visual supports if you want your teen to get themselves ready in the morning. Create a checklist that they can use each day to sequence the task. In the beginning, you may have to remind them to use the checklist, and you may have to walk them through each step. Eventually, they may remember the checklist as an automatic routine, or they may use the visual reminder as a daily guide to make sure they are ready for the day. Using these strategies will help your teen develop independent self-care skills. Developing independence will build self-confidence and lead to more interest in developing autonomy in other areas of life. And if you are stumped on how to move forward with helping your teen develop self-care skills, consider hiring an occupational therapist. Occupational therapists can help you and your teen break down each task and figure out ways to help your teen succeed. Visit our website for more resources on building daily habits for independence, and subscribe to this channel if you want more resources to help your teen become independent.